Now, in another video, we talked about dividing your text into columns and setting them up that way. That's pretty easy. But sometimes you want to do something like have different parts of your document in different columns. For example, if you're doing a newsletter, sometimes you want to have a heading that goes all the way across the top of the page, and then under that you want it to be in various columns. So what you have to do then, you need to learn about dividing your document into sections. So here's how you're going to do this. Let's say that we have this document here, and I want this first line here. Okay, I want that to be a heading for the whole newsletter. I want that to be in one column. What that means is I want to make this first line here a different section than I want this next part. So I'm going to put my cursor right here before this part. I click here on Page Layout. This is in Microsoft Office. If you're doing another word processor, there are similar types of things to do, but there's a command here for breaks. I want to insert a break, and notice there's a whole thing here of section breaks, and I can decide if I want the new section to begin on a new page or right after the previous section, or if I'm doing documents that have even and odd pages, I can do that. But in this case, I want it to be continuous. That is, I want it to start on the same page. So I'll click that. Okay. Now, you notice I have something like this. What I need to do now, this part down here is in 3 columns. But so is this part. You can't see it because there's not much text there. But I want that to be one column that's going to go all the way across the page here. So I'll put my cursor in that section, go up here to Columns, click 1. Now this part is in one column. And if I want to, I can center that. Go to Home, click Center. I can make the text bigger. I can make it bold and italic. Okay, so this is the heading for my newsletter. This is the title. And then under that, I have the columns. Okay, let's say that I get down here, and after this part here, I want the next part to be in one column. Okay, so I'm right here, and I want this to be in one column. I put my cursor here before that part, Page Layout, insert break, make a section break, continuous. Okay, now while my cursor is still in that part, I make it one column. Okay, now you notice that from there to the end is one column. So this is how you have to set up different sections. If you want different parts of your document to be formatted differently, you have to define them as different sections. Another thing that you can do, in fact, let's say that I want, let's start here. I want the text from here to the end to be on a new page, and I want it to be horizontal instead of vertical. That is, I want it to be landscape format instead of portrait format. Put my cursor here at the beginning, insert a break, but now it's going to be on a new page because I want this next page to be landscape instead of portrait. So now I have my cursor here on this page. Here's my page layout. Notice orientation. If I make it landscape, okay, now you notice that this first page is portrait, vertical. The second page is landscape, horizontal. Okay, so those are the types of things you can do by defining different sections of your document.